Hello friends, welcome. It's Painting Toy Soldiers time. We are still on Chronicles of Drunagor. We are a few short days away from finishing off the entirety of the Chronicles of Drunagor models. I have, well, let me caveat that. What I have in front of me is 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22 models left, which will be the entirety of the monsters that come in all of the pieces that I have. However, I have more Chronicles of Drunagor coming in the mail, which will add another 28 monsters, I think I counted. However, as you can see this week, well, you can't really see yet, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 by 4, 84 models. Mossy, quick, come here. I'll turn my camera off so you can have a look at this. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick.
What is it?
Okay, now I've turned the camera off. You can come have a look. There's a little lizard on my thing. Look how little he is. He's super cute. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not here on camera. Look at how little he is.
That is so cute.
Do you want to take him outside?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Maybe take a picture. I'm gonna kill him.
I know. I don't want to kill him either. He's a funny little lizard guy. Help him.
It's a gecko.
Save him.
You'll show the guys?
No.
Put him on your camera.
Save him. Save him. There's a little gecko. Look at him. Cool little guy. Where was I? I'm sure I was saying how cool Chronicles of Drunagor is and the models are fun to paint. I've painted a lot of models. I've painted 80. What was it? What did I say I'd done? 80 something models. This week. So we'll be finished soon. So I want to do airbrush metal. Yeah, I'll just airbrush some steel. Funny little guy. Okay, paint liquor. Okay, Scarabost. So I played a game last night called 7th Citadel. New game. Made by the creators of 7th Continent. Very similar. I would say that I'm winning, yes mate. I feel that I'm winning at everything. Quite a good system. Quite a good system. Very open-ended. You just walk around exploring things. Good game. All right, let's do Signal Blue. Let's do the introductory scenario last night, but it's vastly different to the original because in Seventh Continent you wake up and you're on a continent. And you have to explore the continent. Good paint liquor, I'm glad. Yeah, Dreamkeeper Season 1 was a ripping good time. Got Black Knight coming soon. And Kalenian Butcher. So I'm probably pretty close to getting back into some more Kingdom Death, maybe. Actually, I'll definitely be painting. I'll be painting the Black Knight as soon as I get it. I'll be painting the Sparrow Goblin at the same time. So, but maybe I won't play. Seventh Citadel. Well, that's the thing. You don't really know what the aim of the game is. You explore and you find out. But we literally only played the intro scenario, so I'm probably can't really speak to Seventh Citadel that much. The one we played last night. But in Seventh Continent, you have a goal that you're trying to achieve, a peril. So it's like find these gems or something. I think the first one is find these gems. And you just walk around exploring. You have to hunt to stay alive, to eat food. You walk around the whole map. You basically can unveil the entire continent. And you can level yourself up, pick up skills, all sorts of stuff. It's a crazy game, actually. No, I don't really get into PC gaming, mate. All my friends do. Not for me. Don't know why. Just have never really been able to enjoy PC games. I like a lot of board games that have been converted into PC games. Quite a few of those I've played. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really do any others. What did I try? I tried Hogwarts Legacy last year. Played about 15 hours of that, I think. My feedback to my friends was that I liked flying on my broomstick. But there was far too much people talking, and I just wanted to do stuff. What other PC games have I played? No, that's about it. Don't play consoles. Yeah. What colour do I want to do these? I'll put these aside. Let's do these cool little skeleton warrior dudes. These are awesome. Awesome figures. Vampiric flesh. I truly wish that I was able to get more into it, because my friends have wonderful experiences and talk about how great Baldur's Gate is and all of these things. And I just never seem to be able to enjoy it. That's okay. I also paint a lot more models than them. Yep, that would be the bonus that I would take from it as well. Fallen Champions. My friend Darren told me about a game that he thought I would like last night, which is called, what was it called? It's some turn-based strategy game where you're the Angels or something. Looks like XCOM or something. I don't know. Chronicles Maleficum or something. I can't remember. It's nothing like that, but it's something like that. Maybe someone in here will know. Yes, Sky Paint Liquor. No, it's definitely not Other Side. It's 2 words. Yeah, I bought Clenny and Butcher. Obviously Black Knight's coming, so that's exciting. I googled it last night. Maybe it's in my Googles. Solium Infernum. There you go. Nice. I'm definitely going to get that new Spira, yeah. I've not been into Spiras much recently, and again, not because they haven't jumped out at me. But that was a great sculpt. So, is it now? Is it ready now, or is that tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Oh, March. Cool. Next week. Blood Bowl. Yeah, it is a ripper. I think my complaint, and it's a funny complaint because I recognise my own biases here, but I like it when he does dudes that are fighting stuff. You know, like elves and goblins and what have you. And I have never gotten into his little friendly ones. And yet, when I look at the stuff I've painted recently, it's the friendly ones that I've enjoyed painting the most. So, but this one's an angry one. So I mean, I might try and change that spear that he's holding though. I think it's just a bit too short. Or a bit too... doesn't look aggressive enough. The little wood dwarf collection? Yeah, don't worry. You are weren't the only one who missed out on that. It's going to be a good one to paint, friends. It's going to be a good one to paint. So I'll absolutely be all over that. Like Big Deno on a cream bun. I think I was saying last week, it's funny, after I finished Merlin and Arthur, I was like, I'm so jazzed for display painting. And then I've thrown myself into painting 100 models for fucking Chronicles of Drunagor. So I am still jazzed for display painting. So we may actually, depending on how we're travelling with this today, we may go into one of those pieces that's sitting up there, all of my work in progress ones, and start the work in progress recovery that I planned on doing. And I pulled the trigger on 3D printing yesterday. Sunday. For the project. For the Chimera project. So that is happening. Okay, Match Fixer. That is absolutely happening. So about $400 worth of Cragzog of various 3D bits for me to use on that project. All resin, mate. Filament is not appropriate generally for the level of detail that we're looking for. Filament is much more useful for board game organisers than probably means I need to start buying some LEDs and some smoke machines, isn't it? I spoke to my friend Ricardo from Chimera, and he confirmed that it should be sent in the next few weeks, which means, yeah, we're still probably a month away, but plenty of time for me to percolate on ideas, come up with design and how we're going to do it, and preparation, planning. Should be good. Fallen champion. I'm really excited about that project actually. It's the aesthetic that appeals to me most. Pretty much in all of gaming, I always played the necromancers, the bad guys. Played Cricks in War Machine. Played vampire counts in Warhammer. And so to have a whole aesthetic for bad guys, yeah, feels pretty cool. Interesting question. Did I do some of that on stream last time? Did I do some wiring on stream, or did I just fuck up? I don't recall. I mean, I can do some on stream. Yeah, I can't remember either. I think I did. I think so. So yeah, I mean, I can do some wiring on stream if people want to see me wiring electronics. It's probably less interesting than miniature painting. Significantly, but I am contemplating setting up my campaign of this for filming later on today. I'm getting closer to being ready to film this. But I also need to film some games of Yulia, Torment of Resurrection, because I filmed one game of that and I fucked it. Yeah, I guess I guess I can do that. I mean, it's very fucking rudimentary, the LEDs that I do. I don't know how to wire it to make it do really cool stuff. G'day, Pascal. Haven't seen you around in a while, mate. Hope you're doing well. Everyone should go follow Pascal. Fantastic painter. Does crazy big projects as well. G'day, Jinkstart. For those people who just joined, I'll share a project I finished recently. Absolutely, yeah. Share pics for sure, Pascal. Share as many as you want. You are always welcome to share pics. It's just good club music, mate. starting scene in Blade. Remember that scene? How good was that movie? Classic. Great film. Oh, it's a ripper. Actually, I was watching. I had Will Paints here, staying at my house a couple of weeks ago, and we watched Hellboy, which was another movie we hadn't seen in years. And it's actually really not a very fast paced movie. I remembered it being awesome, and we were watching it, and about halfway through, we were both like, "This is far slower paced than I remember." And so we ended up switching over to Pacific Rim, which is another fantastic movie. But yes, Blade I also rewatched recently, and it was not slow paced. It was tremendous. Possibly one of the greatest films ever made. I said it. I'm not taking it back. Blade 2 is also my favourite. Now you have explosive device stuck to the back of your head. Anything with Ron Perlman, I'm in. Pacific Rim, the robot fights, everything about it was just unreal. I like you too, Jinx Dart. Here's another one that you can watch that I did. Well, I actually did add some music to this one, and I uploaded it to my TikTok. I wonder if I should update this one so that this one has music as well. Probably should. I already did that. Oil painting day. No, look, mate. Oils ain't oils. No, I'm not an oils guy. I've never really used them. I never really. And it's probably fair to say that that's a good thing for me, because I am a perennial brush licker and I don't even realise I'm doing it, and I feel like I would actually probably die if I was to use oils. You know what I'm saying? It's just a risk that's not worth taking. G'day, Jared. Yes, so in case anyone is currently in Brisbane watching this stream, which is unlikely other than Covert Madness, there is, of course, the Brisbane Display Painters Guild starting up very soon. I know precisely nothing about it. I've had nothing to do with it, and that feels wonderful. It feels very, very good. However, I'll absolutely be attending and bring some of my cool models to show off. And by some, I mean Neon Knights and Merlin and Arthur, my dwarves, everything that I have to offer as a miniature painter. G'day, Paul. Good one, Covert Madness. Yes, I am not. I will be doing nothing. I will not be volunteering my time. I'll be doing nothing. But I'll come along. And hopefully, that's good enough. When I said nothing, mate, I meant absolutely nothing. I'm not voting on anything. I'm not doing anything. I don't want to have any part in organising anything to do with anything. I'll just come along. So you just tell me what day it is, and I'll come along. That's it. That is my commitment to the Brisbane Display Painters Guild. Pascal's been cooking. What have you been cooking? What have you been cooking, mate? Oh! Stunning, mate. Stunning. Look at that. It's awesome. This is a great model. Is this the? Yeah, this is the Unique Kingdoms version, because there was actually a bootleg version of a 3D sculpt of this that Peter had to get rid of. Yeah, great, mate. I love the colours. That little diamond gemstone down the bottom is awesome. If you're doing the rest of them like that, that's going to be unreal. Green's good. Love that subtle green glow. Beautiful, mate. That's awesome. Yeah, it was very early on. Very early on. Yes, so the next diorama timeline is probably end of March that we'll be commencing it. What happened, Jared? How was it compromised? Yeah, right. Fucking nerds. Yep. So end of March, I'll have. There's a possibility that I'll start the base making in the next week or so, because the 3D printing will be finished in the next couple of days. So we may do some of that on stream, but what I'm hoping to do is actually make a video out of it, and Mossy's going to help me make the video, aren't you, Mossy? She's going to help me make the diorama too. Know how you thrill me away. How long have we been going? 40 minutes. Awesome. I don't recall using Evia Metal Group for a very long time, personally, so hopefully no one else is compromised as a result of said hacking. This is one of the reasons why I love painting board games models, because every now and then you just get an absolute banger where you're like, man, could you imagine this in a 54mm scale? I would paint the absolute shit out of this. I see some cloak there. Yeah, love Dave's latest piece, and it's interesting in his little 8,000 word spiel that he likes to paint on post on every model that he does these days. He shared something that I've sort of talked to him about on a number of occasions, which is that we feel like we can see when he enjoyed a piece. It comes across in the sculpt, in the way that he paints it. He just seems to have more fun. And I was just like, as soon as I saw the piece without even reading it, I was like, oh yeah, Dave really liked this one. It was just so obvious to me that he just loved it, and it meant a lot to him. So no, Jared, it's nothing to do with that shit, mate. It's nothing to do with fucking threefold anything, alright? It's enough from you. Enough of that rubbish. Just relax, Timbo. Painting the back of the model is not something to be excited about. Congratulations. You've painted a part that no one's ever going to fucking look at because it sits in a cabinet. Congrats to you. Yeah, he's a world-class young David. I say young David even though he and I are pretty much exactly the same age, but I feel much older than him. He's not going to put it on a rotating display, mate. Don't be utterly ridiculous. Mate, Camelot needs to be on a rotating display. That was the whole premise of the piece when I built it. You just love skirting the dangerous line of getting banned forever from this stream, don't you? You just absolutely are like, I'm just gonna roll Deno up just to the point of it. It's like you're edging me, mate. It's just not okay. One of these days, a motherfucker's gonna snap. Well, that is a false statement, mate. Anyone that thinks I'm a nice guy just hasn't spent enough time with me. I'm a dead set criminal. Hey, JC's birthday this week, friends. It's also Andrew Buckley's birthday this week. So, Andrew Buckley's is he the 9th? No, Jared's the 9th and Bucks is the 6th, I think. I feel like that's right. Is that right, Jared? Yep. Rock and roll. Good work, good work. Congratulations on surviving another year. Yeah, why did you do that? Yes. So I'll tell you something I did with putty and paint, and I'm very pleased that I did. There is a lot of, you can get extra features if you spend some cash. $20 for a year, and you can see who's voted on your models, and you can upload more pictures, and you're supporting the channel and all this sort of stuff. So I used to do that. And I stopped supporting and paying the premium. And my peace of mind about that website improved dramatically. So, and I'll tell you a concrete example of that. And again, I'm not one to worry too much about what other people think. But when you can click a box and see all of the votes that people have given you, if there's one vote on there that you feel like is wrong because you've worked your ass off on something, and then someone comes in and gives you a props, it's hard not to feel aggrieved about that. And there's a couple of people who just go on there and not vote like they'll give you a bronze. They'll just go, have a bronze, champion. And the way that the system works on Putty and Paint, you are far, far better off receiving no vote than you are receiving a bronze. Now that should not be the case, right? That is a flaw with the system. But you are much better off receiving no vote than receiving a bronze. The bronze will bring your entire average down. Props is better than a bronze because props doesn't impact your vote. There was one guy who used to do it. His name was Legendarian. I don't know if you still have it, Jared, but you might see he gets on there and votes. He would give me props and bronze. Never gave me anything, everything but props and bronze. Yeah. And then one day, he voted me a gold. It was a great day. I felt so good that day. But yeah, so as an example, my Temple of the Elements piece, which was selected as editor's choice, and probably still my highest rated piece on that website, there was 98 votes, 97 were gold, and one guy voted me silver. And the dude who voted me silver is a dude who spoke to me on a number of occasions prior to that and asked me for advice and blah, blah, blah. And then he just came in and voted me silver. And the fact that irritated me was the reason I stopped doing the premium on that website. It shouldn't matter what he voted. Like, it shouldn't matter. If he wants to vote silver, that's his prerogative. Good luck. In his mind, it was silver. That's okay. But at the time, because I was riding such a high from editor's choice and everyone voting me gold and going, you know what, this is one of the best things I've ever done. That hurt quite a lot. And we're talking about, Temple of the Elements was like 5 years ago. So, it was a long time ago. And I basically stopped that premium subscription around then. So it's been a long time. Probably the entire time that I've been streaming, I have not been really overly fussed on Putty and Paint votes and that whole side of things. My mentality's changed a lot, right? So it's wise from Timbo. It's wise. Just paint and have fun, mate. Paint and have fun. Yeah, it's one of the best places to show off your work. You know, there's absolutely value in the website, and I don't think maybe it sounds like I've misrepresented that experience a little bit. But yeah. I am also ranked like 23rd in the world on that website, so yeah. That's pretty good too. Although Dave's up to like 17, the fucking dog. He's on a rampage. Yeah. But I've spoken about it on this stream on many occasions. You just need to understand your reasons for why you're doing things. Understand your goal. When you understand your goal, it's much easier to work out if something is a positive that contributes to that goal or if it is not. And it sounds as though for Timbo, it is not a positive that is contributing to his goal being a part of that website, which is to get better and enjoy the experience of painting. And I think that's a wonderful thing, to be able to know that something is contributing or not contributing. And yeah, I I mean, I haven't posted very many projects on there recently. You know, my motivation in the last couple of years, hey, unexpected, has not been painting toy soldiers that would win competitions. It has been painting toy soldiers because I want to have a cool life where I like what I do. You know? Just different goals. Anyway, Kingdom Death, Black Knights, Kingdom Death, Sparrow Goblin. All coming soon. I probably want to try and put together one more project that isn't my massive diorama before Arc Open. Maybe a couple more than one, but we'll see. My current collection. Mossy, do you want to grab models out of the cabinet for me? The little wizard one, and then the dwarves, and then the chick on the cat. So Neon Knights is going to make an appearance at Arc Open. And Guilds In. Guilds In may also get this Necromancer Chimera diorama, actually. We'll see. They're at the top, Dingus. Yeah. All the ones at the top. The two dwarves in the blue. Just bring them one at a time if you want. Can I touch it? The what? Yep. Good one.
And which one?
And then the chick riding the cat. So this one's going to be at... this one's going to be at Arc. Two dwarves. This one will be at Arc. Wizard. So these two. No! The little chick riding the cat, the green one. All the big ones. They're all in the same spot, you dingus. Yeah. This one. They're all coming to... Good work. They're all coming to Arc Open and Guilds In. Plus some other pieces. The Squidmar one, yes indeed. Indeed. Just quickly do a quick highlight on this face skeleton thing. Dingus. And of course Neon Knights, which is the only thing that actually matters, but These ones go up here. Alright, let's airbrush some of these guys. What are these dudes called? Night Stalker? What does a Night Stalker look like? Chronicles of Drunagor Night Stalker. Where's the artwork? I don't really want to get the card out. Alright, what colour do we reckon these guys should be? They look really weird actually. I'm going to make them slimy. Slimy, so let's go green maybe. Yep. Oh, this is something beautiful. And I can't tell. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've got these ones to paint as well next. These are good. Maybe we'll do these. These are like little Cthulhu guys. Sick. Needs more teal, you reckon? I've done a lot of teal in my life. And I'm looking forward to doing a lot more. Love a teal. Oh, how you thrill me always. I tell you, I say this all the time, but I love painting board games models sometimes. Just the freedom of, you know, not getting wrapped up in this has to be perfect. This has to be. Although to be fair, I don't often get wrapped up in this has to be perfect, and I enjoy that experience as well mostly. But yeah, it's something about just whipping some paint on these guys and being like, boom, 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 boom. It is also a good experience. I just like painting, it seems like. I think that's fair to say. I just like painting. Alright. Is that what I'm going to do to these guys? Am I going to then ink them and then paint the eyeballs? Oh, what a great plan. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is so beautiful. Oh, that's his tail. Whoops. This guy's weird. What colour for the wash do we think? Do we think Achillean green? I think Achillean green or Dark Angels green. Maybe we mix the two together. What do you think about that idea, Deno? Could be fun. Or do we mix the two together on the model so that we get weird patterning and mottling? That could be cool. Alright, I'm gonna be filming my playthroughs of this. Maybe I'll set up for a playthrough today. Maybe not. I just remembered the NRL starts today. The Broncos in Las Vegas. Oh, Timbo, Jared. Anyone else that's in Sydney? Flying down to Sydney for work on the week commencing the 11th, not next week, the week after. I will probably have one night free. Just one. Which will likely be Thursday. I think Thursday night. And the reason I tell you that, so that we can pretend that we're going to meet up and talk a great game and then not do it. I haven't booked my flight. I booked my flights on Monday. And my hotel. I haven't booked anything yet. Where should I stay? I usually stay in the city when I stay in Sydney. But I've never travelled for work there yet. This will be my first trip for work. So... Well, I have stores all across Sydney. Campbelltown, Maroubra, Chatswood, Castle Hill, Blacktown, Annandale, all over. Yep. Yeah, I won't get to all of them, probably. Just got some that are St Mary's. Some that are high priority. I think probably the best bet, safest bet is to stay near the airport, right? Yeah, alright. Is the airport south of the city? Don't have a great geographical knowledge of Sydney, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. I don't think I've got a lot of stores south. Anyway. We'll figure it out. And by we, I mean I. Has anyone seen June 2 yet? Came out on Thursday. Anyone seen it? Is it good? Good, good. IMAX. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm pretty jazzed for it, actually. Well, I'll just be walking across the road and going there, so I can go anytime. I should really watch the other one for. It's been a year, I reckon, since I watched it, and I never saw it at the cinemas. And I remember I watched it, and about 10 minutes in, I was like, "Fuck! I wish I saw this at the cinemas. Would have been unbelievable." Thanks, Jared. Will do, mate. Easy peasy. I love these. These have taken me like 10 minutes. And they look awesome. And they'll look even awesomer when I hit them with a gloss varnish across the whole thing. Oh, there's a eyeball on top of their head. I was thinking the other day about a movie that I watched many, many years ago. It's got Bruce Willis in it, Richard Gere. It's called The Jackal. Bruce Willis is an assassin. Does anyone else remember that movie? Fuck, I love that movie. Anyway, the reason I was thinking about it, Jack Black's in that movie. And then I started thinking about the song Tribute. And then I started singing the song Tribute. So we played the first thing that came to our heads. Just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. It was destiny. Once every 100,000 years a song where the sun doth shine and the moon doth glow and the grass doth grow. Needless to say, the beast was stunned. A whip crack with his rubber tail, and the beast was done. He asked us, "Be you angels?" And we said, "Nay, we are but men. Rock. Ah, whoa, whoa, whoa." I don't know if I talked about this on the stream before. I'm pretty sure I did actually. But there's a TV show I watched a couple of months ago called Welcome to Wrexham. It's one of the wildest stories, like what's happening on that show and what it's about. Just for the people who haven't watched it, I'll give you a very, very brief Cliff Notes version. But Wrexham was a football club that was languishing in Division 5 of the soccer competition over in the United Kingdom. Division 5, which is just absolute shitlord tier. And Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney decided to buy the club. It's just a fucking wild thing to happen. I don't know why they decided on that club. Obviously, it's a savvy business move from Reynolds and blah blah blah. But anyway, the first season of the show details their first year in the division and their decisions and blah blah blah, and it's quite interesting. And their fight to try and get promoted. It is similar to RS London, yes. It is, yeah. The 5th division is absolutely shitloads better than A-League. Third oldest club that's still around in the world. Yeah, exactly. But so they I'm going to spoil it. If you want to watch it, you can go and watch it. So don't listen to this bit. But in their first season managing the club, they missed out on promotion. Blade 3 is one of the greatest films ever made. Heresy for Heretics. Come on now, mate. You can't say that is a miss for Ryan Reynolds. And I'm sure if you asked Ryan Reynolds was Green Lantern a miss, he would probably say no because he met Blake Lively. So, fair play to him. But anyway, the second season of the show, they got promoted, and it was in absolutely crazy circumstances. Like it's a real life story. It's a real thing that happened. It's just fucking nuts. So sport's the best. But they were fighting neck and neck all season against a club called Notts County, who, of their own merit, beat every other record in the competition, like for points and blah blah blah. It's just so happened that it's happened in the same season that Wrexham also dominated. It came down to the second last round or the third last round of the general competition when they played each other, and there was a fucking penalty save in like the 92nd minute, which got Wrexham the win, which was absolutely wild, and they ended up making through to into the next division. So they're currently in Division 4 for the first time in 16 years. And they're currently running 4th. And like first place is 3 points away from them. Not even that, I think they were 2 points. So if they continue on this trajectory, they are a chance to go promotion. I don't know an awful lot about Premier League statistics, but I can't imagine there's many teams that have gone promotion 2 years in a row. That would be a That'd be a pretty monumental task. But anyway, it's such an interesting fucking story. Like I always keep my eye out for their results and how they're travelling. There's a season 3, Welcome to Wrexham, coming, which will talk about their time in this Premier League, in this Division 4. Yeah, Vinnie Jones was a professional soccer player too, wasn't he? Wasn't he cast in a soccer movie as well? What was that soccer movie that he was in? He played for Newcastle or something, didn't he? Wimbledon, Leeds, Sheffield, Chelsea and Queen's Park Rangers. There you go. 1984. He played a lot. Mean Machine. That's right. That was the one I watched. Good stuff. Yeah, I do remember watching some footage of him, and he was an absolute animal. He was just a beast. Just a beast. All right, what's the time? 1 hour and 22. Holy fuck! I've done 8 models in 1 hour and 22. I'm a fucking beast. All right, do we do these guys? Does he have the earliest red card? That is a cool stat, actually. That is a cool stat. No one's invested so much as a penny. Bring on the Deadpool and Rob McElhenney. Anyway, welcome to Wrexham. It's quite a good show. It's like a documentary series. Ryan Reynolds hosts it, obviously, so it's going to be good. But it's such a fascinating story. If you like sport in any capacity, it's well worth a lash. It's on Disney Plus. You don't even have to like soccer. It's just a fascinating story. And yeah. Anyway, I'll go watch it. It's good stuff. 11 out of 10 recommendation. Yeah. Rob McElhenney. Yeah. I don't want to just keep harping on about it, but it's quite fascinating the way that it comes about. Because the two of them weren't even like really friends. They didn't even know each other all that well. They're just like social circles type thing. And then McElhenney was like, "Hey Ryan, do you want to buy a fucking soccer club with me?" And he was like, "Cool, man." That's the way they portray it in the show. Anyway, I'm sure the reality's a little different, but funny stuff. I might make these little guys this colour because I put too much in. It was the best song in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. It was destiny. 1 Once every 100,000 years, a song where the sun doth shine and the moon doth grow and the grass doth grow. I need to mix up more airbrush. Mix soon. It was the best song in the world. Cthulhu. Or Cthulhu. Airbrushing board game models is just life-changing. Why would you spend 20 plus hours painting these little doofuses when you could do it in a quarter of the time? Look at that. So good. Destiny. Well, Chronicles of Drunagor paint jobs will be finished this week for the monsters. I have a very big decision to make for the heroes. First of all, there's a lot of heroes in the game. Probably 30, I think. Maybe that's wrong. There's a lot of heroes. I'm going to show you some of the heroes right now. I have them in this box. And again, we may do Deno's Miniature Rescue, but here's one here. This guy's a cleric. Cool model. This guy's a draconian sorcerer. Cool model. This guy's a wizard. A little thiefy rangery guy. Another wizard guy. Angry dwarf. There's a freaking bear. That's not a character, that's a pet you can summon. But assassin chick. Look at this guy. This guy's awesome. Raw. Anyway, so here's my conundrum. Do I paint all of them, or do I just paint the ones that I'm going to use? Little ranger. This one's good. She's a mage, elf mage. So there's like 30, maybe, including the ones that are coming, including barbarian. So do I paint them all? Because if I paint them all, it wildly increases my resale value. However, I do not think I have more than one play of this game. Maybe 2 plays. I know. I don't paint all the King of Death survivors. I would like to. I have assembled a lot of them, but I haven't painted them all. But if I get to a point where I'm like, cool, I'm going to sell this game, having all of those painted, big win. It's a board game. Yeah, it's a board game. So it's like a Dungeons and Dragons board game where you do it, investigating dungeons, exploring dungeons, and saving people from dragons and shit. I do not suck at board games. Good advice. And if we're honest, if we're really truly honest, it's probably the most likely outcome. No, I did Curse City, if you remember. I really smashed Curse City. I was really proud of that. That was a good effort. Painted everything in Curse City, and I feel a similar level of energy towards this. Which is to say that I feel like at this point in time, I'm quite excited to finish it all. With a caveat, I never played Curse City, but I was always buying it just for the opportunity to paint the models. This one I'm definitely going to play, so I think that probably helps my chances of finishing it. How many do I have to do to play? I've done. So it's and this is, yeah, again, the way the game works, you'll go and investigate a dungeon, and you'll make the dungeon, and usually what it says is choose one random grey monster, and like each of the monsters is either is classified by level. So you have grey monsters, white monsters, black monsters. It determines how difficult the monsters are to fight. And so yeah, the game will usually just call for a grey or a white or whatever monster. So you could probably have just done like three of each, and you would have been done. I've decided to paint them all. But again, I haven't looked into any of the missions other than the first two, which I've played. And they are... just choose your own. Alright, well how about we decide collectively on the 10 heroes that we're going to play, or that I'm going to paint. You can help me decide, because I can't decide. I'm excited about a number of them. I'll bring some cards over. The ones that can summon a bear, alright. Well, there's druids that can summon a bear. I think you can also summon a bear as a ranger. Yeah, the game's... There is absolutely a bard, yes, but the bard will not be included. We will not be including bards. That is some A-grade horseshit. I have an aversion to two things in Dungeons and Dragons, right? I've said this on here before. Gnomes are just hard no, right? If there's a gnome, I'd rather piss on it than paint it. And then the other one is monks, right? Bards are also pretty fucking high on the list of shit that I'm not interested in. And my friend Simon, he always used to want to fucking play a bard. Not you, Simon, the other Simon that I'm friends with. He's always wanting to play bards. Fucking nips. Idiot. We played a campaign a few years ago, set in Waterdeep. And Simon was a bard. And God, he did some dumb shit. He picked a fight with like a level 5 when we were all level 1s. He picked a fight with a level 5 fucking thing, and then he made me try and fight the guy. He was like prancing up the back singing a song. Wonderful guy, please kill that guy. It was just typical bard shit, right? Halflings, I'm on the fence, right? Halflings are very close to gnomes if we want to get serious about it, and as I've discussed, I'm just not about gnomes. But halflings are also got some cool shit, right? Regus, halfling from the Drizzt series, good guy. Well, he's actually a thief, he's a criminal, but good dude. Tasselhoff Barefoot, the Dragonlance, technically he's a Kender, but pretty good. So halflings, they're skirting that line, but I'll allow them. Yeah, Paladins are awesome. Can't go wrong with Paladin. For everything holy. Fight. We shall fight them on the beaches. I am motoring through this collection of models. This is great. This is just really great. There are 11 to go after I finish these 3. Plus the ones coming tomorrow, but... Oh, you know what would be good is if I finished everything before those ones arrive tomorrow. No, that's not going to happen. Don't be setting yourself unrealistic expectations, Deno. You are really born it. I was molded by it. Only then do you have my permission. Oh, that's a bit much, Deno. You fucked up there. You screwed the pooch. You're a peanut. We shall fight them on the beaches. So I've been trying this dirty down rust on all of these figures. Decided to do it for the whole game. See how I felt about it. I used it a lot on Neon Knights and I really liked it. I'm liking it less and less the more I'm using it on these figures. Now, I don't know why. Well, actually, I absolutely know why. It's because it's not coming out with the same effect as it did when I used it on Neon Knights. Now, that may be for a variety of reasons. It may be because the plastic that these models are is different, which is creating a different reaction. It may be that I'm not mixing it thoroughly enough. It could be a variety of things. I'm also not doing it over the same paints. I'm generally just going straight over the model and then doing a silver paint afterwards. But it is not floating my boat as much as it did on Neon Knights. It had some really cool effects on Neon Knights. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's because I've stopped mixing it as well as I needed to, or if it's just, sometimes paints lose effectiveness. Not sure. I love it when you do me right there. Chingy, alright. It's interesting. One's invested so much as a penny. Probably Cygor Brown Deno. I think. I need to replace my Cygor Brown. And I think we will do a over the skin. And I think, do we go turquoise? Do we go, maybe we just go this Achillean green again. That was a good colour. What is this guy holding in his hand? He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. What actually is he holding? Something. It's helpful, Deno. Very helpful. Thank you, mate. Look, if you were to say what class am I in real life, like if you were to come up with the class that most typifies me, it would be a multi-class barbarian / bard, right? We all know that. I just don't like to talk about it. So, on a trip overseas that I did with my toy soldier friends for a tournament, we went through and decided on everyone's classes, races, you know. Yeah, and I was a half orc barbarian, unsurprisingly. Big, dumb, and stupid. Yeah, absolutely. Barbarian. You can multi-class in this game too, actually. Which is quite interesting. You better chop, chop, chop on wood. Yeah. Oh, look, barbarians are very fun to play. Um, I vividly remember that I nearly did get kicked out of our gaming group once. Well, this is a long time ago. Not the current gaming group I play with. Although they'd love the chance to kick me out. No, I was playing a barbarian. And we were right in the middle of this thing. Of this really big fight. And I'd raged. And I felt it was thematic that my raging barbarian would then just rush into the next room. And we'd been spending this whole fight trying to be quiet so that we didn't alert what was in the next room. And so I rushed forward into the next room. And there was a whole pile of stuff in there. And my rage ended basically right after that. And so I looked around and realised I was cooked. And I ran backwards, and I forgot. I didn't actually forget as a player, but I pretended that I forgot as a character that I jumped over a pit. So I was running away, and I fell into the pit, and my brave barbarian died in that pit. And that is it. That is the end of the story. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. But yes, everyone else in the party nearly died as a result of me running into that room, so they were not well pleased with me. But I was like, hey guys, I'm just playing in theme. I'm just playing my barbarian. Went down like a lead balloon. D&D is a funny game. Depends on the group you play with. That group I was playing with, we were very mechanically minded, so we were always like, cool, let's optimize our characters and take stuff that we can win fights and blah blah blah, and so we were all like tuned characters, but we still tried to like play a little bit in character, a little bit of role playing, not a lot, but it was mostly just about the mechanical side of things for us. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten less worried about the mechanical and more about how can I just do some crazy shit. That's hard to do. It's especially hard to do for me and my background in like wargaming, where I'm always just trying to win. Yeah. But as I said, it's gotten a lot easier as I've gotten older. And you realise that winning's not everything, friends. It's just not. Idiot. I may have to just blast this top with a little bit more of that pistachio green colour. I feel like this wash has just killed a tiny little bit of what I loved about this colour, which is that really off-putting, sickly green. Just lost that slightly. Just a tiny little spurt. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they are, but they are buff Cthulhu's. That is an absolute fact. I'm looking forward to playing all these little monsters and stuff. I'm excited. I really want to start it, but I set myself the goal of having everything be finished before I started it, so that's what we're doing. Where's my graphite at? There it is, yes. Well, I'm going to be wrapping up shortly, as soon as I finish the majority of these guys. So we'll be back tomorrow. I am keen to paint a display piece, but one of my concerns whenever I start a project like this, if I stop it, I may not come back. To it. So I think it's best that I just keep pushing on with these so I can finish them all, and then I'll dive into a display piece. Who knows what display piece it will be. I hope it will be one of the work in progresses that's been sitting there for a long time, but it may not be. It may not be. Maybe. It's the wonders of just painting whatever you want, whenever you want. Alright, maybe we just... One of these days I'm going to win the lottery and I'm going to be able to paint board games figures and have them be the best quality that I can do. That's going to be a fun day. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world. I'm singing that because I don't actually know what he's got in his hands. That's. I was literally thinking the exact thing. I was thinking, man, every time I sing that song, I just think of Con Air and Garland Green. So I was right there with you, mate. Con Air was a classic yab, absolute classic. John Malkovich, Cyrus the Virus. Just great stuff. Yeah, this is probably verging into the territory of not necessary Dano, but these are cool models, so we'll just give them a little bit. Just give them a little tiny bit of gravy. Another great film, Armageddon. What about that era of films? How good was it? Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I'd still miss you, baby. Don't wanna miss a thing. Alrighty, well, successful day, friends. We'll chalk it down to 11 models. 11 models, which I think is a very good achievement. Very good indeed. Back tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. We'll finish some more models then. And that's it. Have a fantastic Sunday, friends. Enjoy. Big Dano out.